let's get ahead with our today's session. Okay, and today we are going to discuss one of the very regular, okay, tasks which you people will be doing in your real-time projects. Okay, so normally, okay, we will be learning about, okay, storage management today, guys. Okay, so this will be storage management on our Windows machine first. Okay, and then we'll go to storage management on Linux machine. Okay, in the next part, anyhow, maybe tomorrow's session. Okay, now, so coming to our Windows machines. Okay, so earlier also we have created one Windows machine, right? So today also we'll be creating one Windows machine, and when you are creating a Windows machine, okay, we will be performing all our steps for creating the machine. Okay, and then you will be giving these parameters that this will be our Windows machine. Okay, we'll be having our RAM size and hard disk size. Okay, so coming to the hard disk size, so right now the storage for this machine is the hard disk that which we have attached to this machine, right? And suppose this is your hard disk, this is our hard disk. Okay, and for example, the default hard disk that normally a premium SSD will give us, okay, it would be around, okay, HDD, it would be around 200 GB for us. Okay, so normally in your laptops also, when you people are using your laptops, there will be a hard disk to your machine, right? So gradually what will happen, slowly, once you start using your laptop, your hard disk will start consuming the storage slowly, right? So the 200 GB will go to 150, 150 will go to 100, because you people will be storing your files, your data, your images, your videos, so a lot of things will come into the picture. Okay, so if you imagine the same thing onto a real-time project, okay, so onto your real-time set, when you are taking the sizes as 200 or 300 MB, very quickly it will get filled up, because every day lots of data will get generated, right? You have log files, you have data files, you have application files, user-related data information. So your system consumes a lot of storage. Okay, so regularly it will get consumed a bit faster. In your laptop, if it taking 1 month or 2 months to get it consumed, or might be 3 months, over here within days it will get consumed. Okay, within 7 days or 10 days you will be consuming your storage. All right, then what is the solution for this? Okay, so the solution for this might be is to increase the same storage, or what your manager will tell you is to add a one more drive to this machine. Okay, we need to add a one more drive to this machine. Okay, in our case, we let us take a drive size of about 5 GB. Okay, I'll call this as my extra drive. Okay, this is my extra drive, and in our case, let us take the size of about 5 GB, guys. Okay, you can change and you can modify it to 10, 20, 30. Okay, whatever size you want. So what my manager is telling me now, to add the extra volume or extra space, extra storage to this machine. Okay, so how to add this extra storage? Okay, and the condition is you should not shut down this machine. We should not shut down this machine, or you should not even do a restart of that machine also. Okay, normally when you add additional drives or additional storage to your laptop, okay, you have to restart your laptop so that that extra volume will get recognized. Okay, restarting is mandatory for your physical laptops. Okay, but that is our cloud machine, right? The machine which we are creating, it's a cloud machine, so you have to avoid a restart. Okay, we call it as zero downtime. So whatever changes you are doing, we have to do these changes with zero downtime. This is very important. Okay, so not only adding the storage, there are a lot of operations which are going on that machine. No, we don't know that some important transactions are going on that machine, and if you restart that machine, then the whole thing will collapse. Okay, so we cannot compromise at zero downtime. There should be zero downtime over there. Okay, so no compromise at that. Whatever actions you are doing, you have to do it with zero downtime. Okay, so now what we have to do over here is, okay, we have to follow certain steps. Okay, I'll be showing you guys that how to achieve, how to add more storage to this machine without shutting down this machine or without doing a restart. Okay, Right, now let me go back to my Azure account. Okay, so first what I will do over here is let me create my Windows machine first. Okay, so I'll go on to create and let me create my Windows virtual machine. Okay, let me take my subscription under over here. Yes, okay, so Flipkart is the name. Now I'll call this machine as my, okay, Rajesh machine, or I can give any name, right? So I'm giving a name to this machine as my Rajesh machine. Okay, and I'll be creating this machine in, okay, Asia Pacific South. And what machine I need, guys, for today's session? I need a Windows machine. So I'll go for a Windows machine. Okay, and for this Windows machine, okay, DC1, okay, is available with 8 GB of RAM. Okay, so I've selected DC1. Right, now I have to select my username and password. Okay, so I'll give the username as Rajesh. Okay, and my password should be at least 12 characters. Okay, and special characters should be there, numbers also should be there. Okay, I hope you people are, okay, created Windows machine earlier also. Okay, so this is the same way that I'm creating this machine also. Okay, now let me confirm the password again. Okay, and I've confirmed the password. So it's a Windows machine. I will allow RDP. Okay, yesterday someone has asked how to enable one more, so you have to enable HTTP for yesterday's session. Okay, you have enabling SSH, right, for Linux. Apart from that, we have to enable HTTP also. Okay, for Windows machine, RDP is enough as for us now. Okay, so now I will quickly create this machine. I will click on review and create. Okay, now machine is under creation. Okay, it is telling me that some fields are missing. Okay, let me go back and let me check, okay, which fields are missing over here. Okay, yes, I have to click on confirm. Okay, and I'll click on review and create. Now validation is running. Okay, if validation is successful, we can create our machines. Okay, validation has been passed. Okay, whatever configurations I have selected, it has passed all the configurations. Okay, now for creating the machine, I'll click on create and you will see deployment will start now. Okay, deployment is in progress. It has initiated the deployment. Okay, and Windows machine will take about 4 to 5 minutes for it to get ready. Okay, so let this Windows machine get ready. Okay, it is under creation now. Yes guys, okay, so deployment is in progress. Okay, so let this machine get created. Okay, Linux machines get a bit faster deployment, right? Compared to Windows machines, it will take a couple of minutes for Windows machine to get created. Okay, and one more reason if it taking more time means the particular region that which we have selected, that region, okay, might be slow due to a lot of network congestion. Okay, and a lot of users, if they are using it, that particular network would be a bit slow. Okay, on that particular region, so it will take a couple of. Now we can see that our deployment is succeeded. Okay, now I will go to my resource. We have created our Windows machine over here, guys. Okay, so this is our Windows machine which we have created. Let's just wait for 2 minutes. Okay, our machine will be completely ready. You can see that agent status is not ready. Okay, so if you wait for more 2 minutes, okay, we can log into our Windows machine. Okay, now I hope it should be ready, guys. Okay, it will take more 2 minutes for this message to go, but I will try to connect it now. Okay, I'll click on connect. I'll go for RDP connection. Okay, now this is my RDP file. Okay, download your RDP file and click on your RDP file. Then it will ask you to give your username and password which you have entered when you are creating this machine. Okay, so my username is Rajesh. Okay, and let me log into this machine with the password which I have assigned, 12 characters. Now I'll click on continue. Okay, and we should log into this machine over here now. Okay, and we can see that we are connecting to this machine. Okay, simple. Now once we have logged into this machine, let me check the storages. Okay, the devices on this machine. Okay, as we are logging to this machine, now let me check, okay, that how much storage is available on this machine. Okay, I'll close the server manager. Okay, actually server manager is very important for us. Okay, it manages all our machine important properties. Okay, we will do one operation from server manager only. Okay, first of all, let me go and let me check, okay, the storage of this machine. Okay, the available storage on this machine. If I go onto this PC, you can see I have around 200 GB of data. Okay, this 126 plus around 74, which is nearly to 200 GB for me, right? We have given the same thing on our, okay, diagram where I've given already. We have our default hard disk sizes which are around 200 GB. Okay, so they have divided this 200 GB over here, okay, into C drive and D drive. Okay, we have it as a C drive and D drive, and altogether we are having around 200 GB of space. Okay, now let us assume that C drive and D drive are getting filled up. Okay, there is not much space left over here for you on D drive and C drive. Okay, so in these cases, now your manager is telling you to add one more drive to this machine. Okay, now for adding this one more drive in physical world, if this is the problem with your laptop, what you will do, you will go to market and you will purchase a hard drive. Okay, or you will go to market and you will purchase SSDs, right? We have to purchase, right? That is the first thing. But over here, paying is at the last point, guys. Okay, if you have to pay something, that would be coming at the last point. First you would be taking that resource. Okay, so over here, the first thing what I have to do over here is I have to create that 5 GB drive in my Azure account. Okay, we have to create that storage. We have to create that storage space in our Azure account, right? Now, how to create that storage space? Okay, it's very easy actually. If you see on the left side of your machine details, we are having disk over here. Okay, so if I go on to disk, okay, you will find your disk over here also, which is 127 GB. Okay, now what we have to do over here is I have to create a new disk. Okay, so this new disk, what I will do is I'll create and then I will attach to this Windows machine. Okay, we have to do two operations over here, guys. We have to create this 5 GB drive. That is the first thing. And after creating this 5 GB drive, we have to attach this drive to our machine. Then only I can use it, right? When you purchase any hard disk or pen drive, after attaching to your machine only we can use it, right? So over here also is the same thing. After creating this storage, we have to attach this storage to our Windows machine. Okay, now going back to my disks over here. Okay, so for creating the disk, I have to click on create a drive. Okay, so two operations are happening parallelly over here, create and attach. Okay, I should say this is a benefit of Azure. In other clouds, creation is different and attachment is different, but over here onto our Azure cloud, creation and attachment parallelly will happen over here. Simultaneously, two operations will go ahead over here. Okay, so I'll click on create and attach a new drive. Let me give a new, this drive name as, okay, you can give any name. Let me give Mohan as my drive name. Okay, I can add any name. And how much size I want? 5 GB. I'm giving it as 5 GB. Okay, 5 GB is my drive space. So I'm creating an SSD drive. Okay, and there is a save option on top of your screen. See, okay, after creating and giving the size number, click on save over here, guys. So once you click on save, drive will get created and it will get attached also at the same time. Okay, so once I'm clicking on save, now you will see the drive is getting created and drive will get attached also. Okay, so both the things happen parallelly over here. So let it get created and let it get attached. Okay, it is under creation now. Okay, so it got created, okay, and it got attached also. It got updated on virtual machine. Okay, updated on virtual machine means drive got created and it got attached also. Okay, and virtual machine got updated also with this new drive which you have attached. Okay, right, now going back to my machine, you have attached it successfully from Azure account, right? From your Azure dashboard, you have attached it successfully. Now go back to your machine. Okay, if I go back to my machine, Okay, second, I think connection is closed. Okay, right. So now if you see on this machine, guys, you have attached more 5 GB, right? Is that 5 GB you are able to see over here? No, right? There is no difference actually. But you have attached it from Azure account. It is not showing you onto your Windows machine. Okay. So no doubt from Azure side, from Azure dashboard, you have performed it successfully only. Okay. There is no doubt in that. All the steps which you did from Azure side, all those steps have been successfully performed. Okay. So now on this Windows machine, we have to perform some additional steps. Okay. From Azure, you have created and you have attached. No doubt. Now on this Windows machine, we have to perform some more internal steps on this machine. So what you have to do on this machine is, first of all, click on this Windows button and go to Server Manager. That's why I said Server Manager is very, very important for us. The Server Manager is the one who manages all the properties of your servers. It manages your storage, network, performance. It manages almost all the things. Okay. So I'll be opening Server Manager now, and Server Manager will be refreshed over here. And once the Server Manager has been refreshed and loaded, you will see on the left side of your screen, you will find some files and storages over here. See, right? So if I click on these files and storages, and if you click on disk over here, okay, now all the disks which are attached to this machine are loading. So over here, if you see, 127 is there, 75 is also there, and 5 GB is also there. See, okay, over here you are able to see that 5 GB of extra volume, right? But over here from the drives, you are unable to see that volume. See, if I go to drives over here, you are unable to see that. You are only seeing 126 and 75. Okay, but we are unable to see this 5 GB volume over here. Okay, what is the reason behind this? Why I am unable to see that 5 GB volume? Or all of them are in online mode only. Okay, they are not in offline mode. All of them are in online mode only. Why I'm unable to see this extra drive over here actually? Okay, you know what is the reason? Okay, now let me tell you the reason. Okay, okay, a good real-time reason example I'll tell. Okay, you people have purchased pen drive so many times, right? Transcend, Seagate, Sony. Okay, all these brands are there, right? You have purchased a pen drive. Okay, you will bring it from the market and you will attach to your laptop. Okay, when you attach it to your laptop, it will show you that you have attached one extra storage or extra drive, right? Very good. But what a manufacturer will do, either they are Seagate, Sony, Transcend, before selling it to the market, okay, before selling the pen drive into the market, they will format the drive. They will format the drive and then they will sell it in the market. So right now we have created a new drive, but did we format our drive? No, right? If you don't format your drive, your machine will not recognize it. That is what is happening now. Okay, if the manufacturer doesn't format your pen drive also will not get recognized. Your machine will not recognize your pen drive. Okay, so the same thing is happening over here also. The drive which you have created, it's a new drive. Okay, and you are trying to attach to this machine. That is why it is telling it is a unknown partition, because you have not formatted that particular drive. Okay, so there are a lot of things regarding formatting actually. Okay, so what happens with formatting actually, many people think that formatting is like erasing your drives, okay, or deleting the data or cleaning your data, right? But that is not correct actually. Okay, formatting means it's not about deleting or cleaning up your drives. Okay, no doubt it will get cleaned up. Okay, that is a secondary thing. But first of all, what happens with format? Okay, so if I go to my diagram, let me tell you. Okay, suppose this is your storage, guys. Let us suppose that this is your storage. Let us assume that is your pen drive only. Okay, let us assume that this is your pen drive. Okay, it would be something like this. Okay, so in your pen drive, what will be there? In your pen drive, storage blocks will be there. Okay, let us assume that you are having storage blocks like this. Okay, in this way you are having your storage blocks. Okay, and these are our storage blocks, let us assume. Okay, now the storage blocks which you have arranged over here in the pen drive, actually they are in one format only, right? They are arranged in a certain way, one below each other, right? And this is what the design of the blocks is. Okay, so actual format means is the way your storage blocks have been arranged. They are in one particular format actually. So they are in this format. Okay, so what happens is if they are in this format, let us assume that if they are in this format, your Windows machine will recognize this if they are in this format. Okay, and if they are in some other different format now, okay, I will not arrange in this way, let me arrange in this way now. Okay, I have the storage blocks arranged in this way, let us assume. Okay, like this. Now this is a different format, right? We are arranging this in a different format. Previously it was vertical, now I am storing these blocks in a horizontal way. Okay, so I've changed the format, right? I've changed the way they have been arranged. The format is the way they have arranged actually. That is the meaning of format. Okay, so right now we have right now they are arranged in this format, and this format will be recognized by, let us assume, Linux machine. So Linux storages are not, okay, can be used on Windows, and Windows storages will not be recognized on your Linux machines. If you see a pen drive, if it is recognizing on Windows machine, if you attach it to Linux laptop, it will not recognize. Linux will not recognize again, because that will be in different format. Okay, Linux understands different format, and Linux formats are, okay, let me give the names of Linux formats, which are ext1, ext2, okay, up to ext4 we have, guys. ext3 is also there, and ext4 is also there. These are Linux file formats. You also call it as file system. Okay, file system means Linux file formats. Okay, so your Windows formats, it will recognize. Okay, we know this one actually, you people are, okay, heard these terms a lot of times. For Windows, you have file formats as most popular, them are FAT32, which is the older one actually. Now we are mostly using NTFS. NTFS is mostly used. These are Windows file formats. If you want to recognize that particular storage or drive, we have to format it either in FAT32 or NTFS format. Means we have to arrange the storage blocks in our drive in that particular fashion. Okay, that is the meaning of format. So when you are formatting, you will clean up your data. Okay, that is the secondary thing which will happen, but first thing what will happen, the blocks will get arranged in a particular format. Okay, so that is what your pen drive company is doing. Before selling you, it is arranging in a particular format, and mostly they will arrange it for Windows only. Okay, that's why when you purchase and attach it to Windows machine, immediately it will recognize, right? So now what I have to do for this drive which I have attached over here is, right now it is in unknown format. We have not formatted it. Okay, so I'll go back to my Windows machine and let me format this drive. So to format this drive, give a right click over here on the drive and tell your machine that this is a new volume, nothing but a new drive. Okay, I'll click on new volume over here, and all my formatting steps will come one after the other, guys. The best thing is all your formatting steps are one after the other only. Okay, so now first thing what I will do over here is I'll click on next. Okay, and what is my drive size? 5 GB, right? It is showing me the same thing. 5 GB is my drive size. Again I'll click on next. Okay, so out of 5 GB, how much I'm getting? 4.97. Okay, if you purchase your pen drive also, for 8 GB pen drive you'll get 7 point change. For 16 GB pen drive you'll get 15 point change. Okay, so something will be taken away, and this 8 MB, why it is taking away, if you want to know the actual technical reason, okay, it will hold the information of the blocks in which way they are arranged. That 8 MB or the small size which you cannot use it, right? That small size will hold the information of that pen drive. What is the size, how many blocks it has arranged. Okay, so that size is used for that purpose. Okay, actually it is not wasting that size, it is holding the information regarding that volume in that size. Okay, now going back, okay, so that 8 MB is holding my drive information, right? And remaining 4.7 GB I can use over here, right? Now I will click on next over here, and let me call this drive as F. Okay, I can call it as F, G, H, any name I can give. Okay, it's in my control. So I'll call this drive as F drive. Okay, and I'll click on next over here. Okay, and then this is one more important, guys, in which format I'm formatting this. NTFS format. Okay, I'm formatting this drive in NTFS format. As I told you, for Windows we'll have FAT32 or NTFS. Okay, FAT32 is an older version anyhow. For Windows 7, okay, we used to use it. Windows XP up to Windows 7, FAT32 was there. Now we are using NTFS mostly. Okay, so NTFS is the format in which I want to format the drive. Okay, then all the blocks will be arranged in NTFS type, right? Now let me click on next. Okay, it will give me a review over here that this is a one more disk which I'm attaching. Disk size is 5 GB. I'm getting 4.97 to use. Okay, I'm calling it as an F drive, and I'm formatting this one in NTFS format. Okay, now I'll click on create, and you will see the drive is getting created over here. Okay, and you people will observe this thing, that formatting will complete within 1 minute only, guys, not even 60 seconds. It will be very fast, because first of all, this is a cloud machine. It will be very fast, and the drive which you have selected is an SSD drive. It will be fast only, right? So with these two things which will perform fast, it will be very fast in terms of formatting, right? So I have formatted it successfully. Now let me go back to my machine, and if you check, you have your F drive over here. Okay, I have my F drive over here, and in the whole process I did not restarted my machine. Okay, I did not stop my machine even for a second also. I've added one more storage to my machine, and I did not restarted my machine. There was zero downtime which I have achieved, right? Now if you want, I can go back into this F drive. I can create my own folders, files. You can even copy the data from your laptop to this drive also. Copy paste will work. Okay, if you guys want to test, you can copy something from your laptop and you can paste it on your drives. Okay, so if I go back and let me create some folders, I'll call this folder as my folder 1. Okay, and let me create a one more folder. I'll call this as folder 2. Okay, I can create some files also over here. Okay, basically I can use the storage, okay, for storing my data. Any data which you want to store on this drive, we can store it now. It is available to use for us now, right? So this 5 GB is available for us to use, and we are able to see this F drive over here, guys. Okay, so again, if you want to hide your F drive, simply go to this 5 GB volume under your server manager, give a right click over here. Okay, so let me give a right click over here. Okay, and if I click on take it offline, and if I click on yes, the drive has changed to offline mode, right? If the drive has changed to offline mode, if you go back and check, the drive will not be there. Not be there in the sense it is in hidden mode. Actually, it is attached to this machine only, but it is in hidden mode so that no one can see or see the details or see the extra drives. It will not be visible. Okay, but it is attached to this machine only. Again, if you want to view that particular drive, again give a right click over here. Okay, in the same way, and then again bring it to online mode. Okay, so I'll be giving a right click over here, and I'll be bringing this to online mode. So right click is working slow. Okay, I'll click on bring it to online, and I will bring back it to online mode. Okay, and if you again go and check, drive will be there available, and whatever folders files which you have saved in this drive, it will still be there in your drive only. Okay, so the folders and files, nothing will be happening to that folders and files. Okay, and whatever data will be there in your drives, it will be available in your drive only, like that. Okay, so we have attached a drive successfully onto this machine, guys. Okay, now we know the reason of formatting also. Okay, that why we actually go for formatting and why it is needed, because machine will not recognize. your storages. Okay, so this is what you people have to do, guys. Create your Windows machines, attach one more extra drives. In a week you will do this operation at least 3 or 4 times. Okay, when you are working for any real-time project, this is one of the regular operation which you would do as a cloud engineer or as a DevOps engineer. Okay, one of the regular operations. Multiple times you have to attach drives, you have to create drives, and you have to attach it. Okay, it's a easier process only, right? It's not complex at all. Actually, it's very easy to attach additional drives on cloud. Okay, so you people just perform it. Now next session I'll show you guys how to do the same thing for Linux. Okay, so Linux, whatever I performed on Windows machine over here, I just clicked on next. Formatting, okay, has done successfully. We're just clicking on next. In Linux machine, we have to perform commands. So with commands, you have to format. With commands, you have to create a drive. Okay, with commands, you have to do all those things. So that is the reason. First, I did it on Windows machine. Same operation, I'll perform it on Linux. Whatever I did it on Windows, same thing I'll perform in Linux also. Over here I clicked on next. Over here we have command for the same thing to do. Okay, but I'll do the same thing over there also. I'll format and then I'll proceed with the things in the same way. Okay, so now please, okay, so try to achieve it on your Windows machines. If you are achieving this on Windows machines, it will be easier for you to do the same thing on Linux also. Okay, so over there we'll be having the commands. Over here we are doing it in a much easier way actually. Okay, so try to complete this task. Okay, it's very important and interesting as well. Fine. Okay, so I'll be saving the share for our